Good morning, students. So, in previous lecture, we study about the structure of eye. So, in previous lecture, we explained that these are the different part of the eye. So, basically, shape of the eye is what is spherical shape, that is like a ball that fit in the sockets, and what is the size of that eye? 2.3 centimeter near. So this is nearby distance. This is known as the 2.3 centimeter. So we explain here different part. So first part, that is known as the cornea. So cornea is what is bulging part of the eye. So that is front part of the eye, and that also help in the refraction. And after that, what is sclera? Sclera is a transparent layer. So sclera protect the eye from the any kind of the image. And after that, this part is known as the what is aqueous humor. So basically aqueous humor is what is a, they contain a transparent fluid. That transparent fluid is known as that water, and that is saline water. So this is used to clean the lens. And after that, this is iris. And iris is the central part of the eye, and this central part of the eye may be black color, brown color, and that is gray color. So this is depending upon the type of the people. So different people have different type of the iris. Basically, this is central part of the eye, and this contain a small window, and that is known as the pupil. So pupil basically what they control the amount of light entering into the eye. So that is how much light enter and goes to the lens. So this yellow part here shown, so this yellow part is pupil. So basically that pupil is controlled by the iris. So here who control pupil? Iris. And how that pupil is controlled? So pupil is controlled when, for example, when we enter in a light room or we look toward the sunlight. So what happens? Then size of the pupil is reduced. So by reducing the size, what happens? Amount of the light is decreased. So by decreasing the amount of light, that protect our lens from the any. And when we enter in a dim light room and in dark room, so what happens? Then we need large quantity of a light. So then what happens? Size of the pupil is increased. So they expand the size and gather the more light into the eyes so that we can see object clearly. So according to the brightness, over size of the pupil is changed. So basically pupil control the amount of light. And after that, most important things what is that is lens. Okay, so this type of a lens is known as the convex lens, and sometimes we call this convex lens what is double convex lens. So why we call double convex lens? Because this contain two spherical surface. So basically, if you see that, for example, this is a convex lens. Okay, so this contains two spherical surface. First spherical surface this, and second spherical surface this. So this is center point O. So if we draw a line, so this example, this is C1 and this is what is C2. So this sphere 1 and this sphere 2. So that is why we call this what is double convex lens. Double convex lens. Okay. So basically this double convex lens made of a what? That is made of a fibers and the transparent materials, and help to focus the light on the retina. So like this. So this part, what is, this is a lens. And this lens is held by what is ciliary muscles. So these are ciliary muscles, that is orange color. So basically they change the shape of the lens by changing the thickness of the lens. So this shape of a lens change according to the distance of the object. If we change object distance, we bring near the object and we move away that object from the eye. So what happen? Shape of the lens is changed. So this depend upon the how much distance between the object and between the eye lens. Okay. So this is done by the ciliary muscle. So when ciliary muscles relax, so what happen then? Size of the lens is increased. So if size of the lens is increased, what happen? Focal length increase. Okay, and if these ciliary muscles are contract, so what happens? Size of the lens is thick, so size of the lens is reduced, so focal length is reduced. So this changing the shape of the lens using the ciliary muscle, this is known as the power of accommodation. Okay, so this is another term. So what is this? Is power of accommodation. Okay, so basically what is power of accommodation? Changing the focal length of lens using ciliary muscles. Okay, so sometime in 1 or 2 marks this question asks what is power of accommodation. So basically what is power of accommodation? Changing the focal length of a lens according to the ciliary muscles. So this is known as the power of accommodation. And so this front part of the eye is explained. So here what left, this is the middle part and this is the last part. So middle part contain what is vitreous humor. So this vitreous humor or a vitreous gel, so this is also a liquid or a gel that filled between the eye. So what is the function of that? So basically vitreous gels help in the refraction to focus the image on the retina. And second, that most important things, what this maintain the shape of the eye. If, for example, if this vitreous humor remove from the eye, what happen? Then front part and the back part are collapsed. So that what happens? Size of the eye is reduced. So basically, these gel maintain the shape of the eye. And here some also contain, this is blood vessels. So blood vessels for proper working of the eye, so blood is supplied through the blood vessels. So these are blood vessels. So last part this, so this contain what is retina. So retina already that explained. This is made of a what is cones and rod. So here what cones and rods. So these are the light sensitive materials. So rods are sensitive to the what black and the white color, and cones are sensitive to the what that is the colors. So when image form on the retina, for example, this is a object tree. Okay, and this object produce that is light rays, and these light rays are focused on the screen because when sunlight presents here, for example, this is sun here. So these are lights comes and these lights are reflected by the tree, and these light reflected by the tree comes on a front lens, and they after the passing through the lens it focus at the retina, through the refraction phenomena, and here a real and inverted and the diminished image form, and this image converted into a electrical signal or a nerve signal, and these signals sent to the brain using optical nerve. And what during this processing done, and this object again converted into the erect image and in actual size, and then brain analyze and identify this is a tree. So this is complete mechanism and how eyes work here, so we can understand each part from this figure. Okay, so here basically last topic over what is power of accommodation. Okay, so after that some defect are appear in eye, so these defect are related to the what is power of accommodation. So sometime what happen, over ciliary muscles of eyes are weak. If over ciliary muscles are weak, so they are unable to change the focal length of a lens. Okay. So we know what is power of accommodation. So what is that is changing focal length of lens is using ciliary muscles. Okay, so sometime what happen, our ciliary muscles are weak. So sometime ciliary muscles are weak and they are unable to change focal length of eye. Okay, so this is known as the eye defect. What is known as eye defect? Okay, so this defect is related to the ciliary muscles. But sometime what happen, over that convex lens also damage, and white layer form on the front part of the convex lens. So this is another defect which related to the lenses. Lens become milky cloud, so and we are not able to see the object. But here main defect, this is due to the what is ciliary muscle. So first here defect, what is myopia. Okay, so in myopia we cannot see the distance object. We are not able to see distant object. Okay, so another name of that myopia is known as what is nearsightedness. Nearsightedness. Okay, and we are not able to see the distance object, and this another name what is that is nearsightedness. So what is the cause of that? So basically what is cause? That is cause due to the increase the size of eyeball. Okay, that is known as the elongation of the eyeball. So in this case, what happened? That then image form at what is not form at the retina. So this is known as the what is myopia. And how to correct that? So for example, this is a eye, myopic eye, and this is what is retina. Okay, so sometime what happen? This is a lens, and these are here what is ciliary muscles. Okay, so when light come from the object, for example, this is the position of an object. So this object placed at the normal distance. So this object produce what is rays, and these rays come from here. We draw again this diagram. This is a lens, and this is a object here. So this object position is O. So what happened? These rays are coming from this point. So this is object. So for normal eye, this object are formed on the retina like this. Okay, so this is retina. So this is a what is correct image or a correct eye. So where object form at the retina, but actual what happen when ciliary muscles are not able to change the size of this lens, this image here, this is what is image. So this image form here or here, but not at retina. So where form between the center part of the eye or center part or a nearby here. So that is known as vitreous gel and above the retina. So this is what is cause of the what is eye defect. So this is due to what is due to the damage of the ciliary muscles. So here ciliary muscles are damaged. So due to this ciliary muscles, image not form. So like this. So these ciliary muscles are damaged. Okay, so that light generated from the object or reflected by the object are not focused on the retina. They are focused below the retina and above the retina. So here what is myopia? We are not able to see the distance object, and this another name what is nearsightedness, and what is the cause of that? Increase the size of the eyeball. So next, how we correct that defect? So we use here what concave lens. So for correction of eye sight, we use concave lens. Okay, so this is known as the myopia. Okay, so next what is that is hypermetropia. So in hypermetropia we cannot see the near object. Hypermetropia. So that is known as the farsightedness defect So in this defect, we are not able to see near object. We are not able to see near object. Okay. And what are the cause? So that cause are what is decrease the size of the eyeball, decrease the size of eyeball. Okay, so due to decrease the size of the eyeball, lens becomes thick. If lens becomes thick, what happens? Then image formation not takes place at the retina. So that takes place before the retina. So before the retina means they are formed at where? At the vitreous gel. Okay, so how to correct that? We correct that using convex lens. Corrected by using convex lens. Okay, so for example, this is a eye and this is a object and this is what is lens. Okay, so for correct eye, this object form at the retina. For example, we make for diagram for the correct eye. So this is for correct eye. Correct eye. So where this ray comes at the convex lens and what happen? They are focused at the retina. So image form on a retina. Okay, but what happened? Due to the weakness of the ciliary muscles, this object here, this object appear here, for example here. So what happened? These lights are comes from this point like this, and they are make a image at the where at the vitreous gel. For example, this here. Okay, so this is what is this is image. So this image at retina, but this image where in the vitreous gel. Vitreous gel. Okay. So this is what is for the this is known as the hypermetropia eye diagram. So how to correct that? So we use here what is convex lens. So we put here, for example, we put here a convex lens, and this convex lens, what happened? Focus these here, and these are concentrated on the retina. So by using convex lens, we focus the light rays that coming from the object and focus at the retina. So basically this defect is corrected by the convex lens, and in myopia that defect is corrected by the concave lens. So these are the main defects. So these defects are due to the damaging of the ciliary muscles. So basically when we use that lot of that mobiles, laptop and the other things, and we increase our time of the readings, and we do not care our eyes. So what happened? That ciliary muscles of our eyes damage. So they are not changing the size of the lens. So that is why we are not proper look the distance object or the near object. So that is basically what is due to ciliary muscles. So another than this is myopia and hypermetropia, and the third defect what is presbyopia. So presbyopia. So that is presbyopia defect is that old person, so which age more than 40 years or 50 years. So what happen? Myopia and hypermetropia, both defects are appear in eyes. So that is why sometimes they are not able to see far object and they are not able to see near object. So these two combination of these two defects is known as the presbyopia. So in presbyopia, so we use both type of the lens. So half lens may be that is a convex lens and half lens may be concave. So we use combination of a both lens. So that is known as the presbyopia. And sometime a problem that is cataract. So cataract is another defect. So in this cataract, lens of the front part of the lens becomes cloudy or white. So this is also due to the age related disease. So we can correct the cataract by using the surgery or removing the that white layer form on the lens. And we can also correct by replacing the lens by the new one. So that is known as the cataract defect, and that defect only corrected by the surgery. Okay, and sometime one defect also appears already, that is known as the night blindness. So basically, night blindness is related to the term rods and cones. These rods and cones. So what happened? We already know that we only see object with the help of a retina. So sometime what happen on the retina, rods or cones are not connected with the narrow ending. So that junction or that area known as what is night blindness or a that cause night blindness. So we can say in another word, there are the absence of the rods and cones, or we can also can say there are not present connection between the rods and cones and between the optical nerve. So some small area present on the retina. So when image focus on that junction, so basically that spot, so what that spot where are not rod and cones are present or not interconnected, so that is known as the blind spot. So this problem also appears in the some people. So this is known as the what is blindness or a night blindness. And one another thing is what is the color blindness. So some people have problem which are not identify the color. So they do not identify the color. So that is mixing of the color. So that is known as the color blindness. Okay. And okay, next topic read in next lecture. So we completed here that is structure of a eye and how many defects in eyes appear. And before this we read about what is that refraction through a glass prism, scattering of a light, and one more things, what is stereoscopic vision. So stereoscopic vision simply a three-dimensional vision because we have two eyes. So if we contain two eyes, so two type of image produced, and these two type of image are mixed and produce 3D image. So this is known as the stereoscopic vision. Because if we see object from the one eye, then appear at different position. If we close this eye and see from this, so that appear at the different position. So we look from two eyes, so that is what happen, both image are mixed and they produce three-dimensional image. So this is known as a stereoscopic vision or a three-dimensional image. Thank you very much. Complete.